Hello guys, welcome to the video. This one is us reviewing the places that we stayed in Bali, we visited, and seeing how they stack up against each other and how they stack up against the preconceived notions we had heading in.
The first place we stayed in Bali was Uluwatu. That was Frank's favourite place in Bali.
Yep.
The good thing about Uluwatu is that it's just a really good mix of beaches, temples, there's like monkeys and stuff there. There's just a lot to do in a small area, and it just felt a lot more of a chill kind of culture there.
Yeah, it was a bit more spread out than the other places we went to. It's best probably to have transportation if you're there, scooter. We walked around pretty much all the places unless we caught a grab. There's no walkways there. The beaches are beautiful. White sandy beaches there.
Crystal clear water.
Yeah, crystal clear water. They are hard to access though. Down the south coast of the little Uluwatu area on Bali, there's beaches that are on the edges of massive cliffs, which we found out when we got there.
Nangalan Beach.
Beach, yeah, that was a mission to get down and up.
And Padang Beach was really good, but it still had like quite a way to get down to the beach, and you had to pay for it on the way there too, which was fine but unexpected.
Not what we were expecting from Bali, Uluwatu, that's for sure. But overall, it was my favourite place. People there were lovely. It was nice to just be kind of more in nature while being next to the beach as well. But definitely an up-and-coming place as well, so I wouldn't be surprised in a couple of years if it's a bit more densely populated. But for now, it's a really nice chill place. Great place to start your holiday in Bali, I'd say.
Definitely would recommend going there. So the next place we went to in Bali was Kuta.
Kuta Beach.
And I think Kuta for us, we actually really enjoyed Kuta. I think that's because we didn't really have any expectation of what it was going to be like going in, except that we thought it was going to be quite touristy. I guess we kind of had low expectations going into Kuta, and it surprised us with how cool it actually was.
Yeah, you definitely have to go in there with an open mind and kind of be there just knowing that you're in that, you know, really heavily touristy area, like little Australia kind of thing. Plenty of Australians there, which for us was okay as we're Australian, but for others, I don't know, you might not like that, which is fair enough. The beach was nice. It was a big, long beach. It was pretty cool to be able to see the planes flying into the airport.
That was cool.
The international airport. Street vendors are in your face, like
they are
to another level.
In your face.
So you'll be constantly saying no to vendors and a lot of other people trying to sell you things, give you a bike, illegal drugs, all that kind of thing. So you definitely have to stay on your guard there as well. It didn't feel as
not as safe as some other places that we went to.
We felt safe there, but we also felt like if we were not paying attention or if we left somebody an opportunity, they'd take it, if you know what I mean. So definitely be on your guard there, and but also have a good time. It's really cheap, food's plentiful, you got the beach there, you've got all types of different things they're selling at markets, you know, basketball jerseys, hang singlets, all that kind of thing. It was a nice place, a lot nicer than we thought it was going to be. And the place we stayed as well was quite nice, up a little side street.
It was awesome.
A few dogs down the alley, which is always a plus for us. So we would recommend Kuta. I would.
One thing about Kuta too was that the beach is more of a surf beach, so you can surf there, which we like because we like the wavy beaches and stuff. So if you're going to Bali, definitely would recommend hitting up Kuta if you're into surfing or any of that sort of stuff.
Third place we went to in Bali was Canggu. Canggu was recommended, highly touted to us by YouTubers, vloggers, bloggers alike.
Just everybody just loves Canggu, but as you guys know, it just wasn't really our cup of tea. A bit pretentious.
A lot of confident people there, which is fair enough. and we didn't talk to them, so we don't know exactly how they are. But just the feeling in general we got there was kind of a more a higher class, but not. It wasn't high class there, but it was being portrayed as. I think it's definitely suffered from the influx of digital nomads and expats alike in the last few years. It's definitely gotten too big too quick. The infrastructure's terrible, and the traffic is on another level for such a small place. There's some nice spots to eat, albeit they are quite expensive. Canggu we found was a bit more expensive than the other places we've been to for no actual legitimate reason as to why. You know, the quality wasn't any better. It was just because it was in Canggu. The beach was nice. It was a black sand beach as well, so it's slightly different. Good for surfing, a lot better than Kuta for surfing. So if you're more experienced, Canggu's a better option for you. Some good clubs on the beach though. Yeah, a few sidewalks if you're lucky. Dogs running around, which is great. We did only see the main part of Canggu though, so the more extended area might have a bit more to offer. But we did see a decent amount of Canggu and the main parts of Canggu. Yeah, for us we found it wasn't too. It didn't live up to the hype. That's for sure. After we went to Canggu, we were in Ubud. That was my favourite place in Bali. It just felt a lot richer with the Indonesian culture. Tourists didn't seem as, like there was a lot of tourists there, but they were more, it was just kind of like a different crowd. I found that in Ubud, it was just a good balance of like nice relaxing things to do, like yoga, massages. The streets felt really safe and really clean and just like really beautiful to walk around in. Had a mixture of old architecture as well. When we were driving in, there was a lot of old stone walls that would have been from hundreds of centuries ago. Or a few centuries ago, hundreds of centuries. You know what I mean? From a couple of years ago, so that was nice to see as well. Kind of that incorporation of old and new. It felt like there was a lot more to do there as well, like the main city centre. Then you drive out a little bit, you got the rice fields. There's some beautiful temples around there. The temperature was a little bit cooler up in Ubud as well, which I really enjoyed. Just a lot of positives for Ubud. I'd definitely say if you're going to Ubud, it didn't need to be the case in Kuta or Canggu, maybe, I don't know. But Uluwatu and Ubud, I'd definitely say that if you can get yourself a scooter, it'd be a good shout, because there's a lot of places in Ubud that, like the rice fields and the temple with the holy spring water, I forget what it was exactly called, but those places are only 20-25 minute drives away on a scooter through some beautiful areas and really worth checking out. So on a scooter, I think you'd be able to just go from Ubud in any direction and find some beautiful places, whether it be a rice field, a temple, you know, just a nice park, just in nature. You'd find a really good place to just hang out for a day or for an hour. So I definitely recommend Ubud if you're after a more spiritually spiritual kind of place, a bit more relaxed, a bit slower in the pace that it offers, a bit cooler as well. It's pretty well laid out, you know, there's a lot of side streets and stuff that you can go down and check out. Would have been my second favourite place after Uluwatu. Final destination for us was Denpasar, which is the capital of Bali. It's a very large city. I think the population, was around 800,000. We went there because we found a bit of a content gap on YouTube from creators and also bloggers on websites and stuff talking about Bali, that Denpasar was rarely mentioned, which we found kind of odd since it's such a large city and it is the capital. We do get that there's a lot of beautiful places to see in Bali. You know, you've got a lot of beautiful beaches, you've got some beautiful forests and that kind of thing, so it might not be number one on everybody's list. But we went to check it out to see for ourselves if there was anything good in there that we'd enjoy. And I think we found some pretty good things.
I think if you're going to go to Denpasar, you probably don't need more than about a day there, because you can sort of go to all the museums, the monument, and all those sort of things that we did can just be done all in one day.
Yeah, that was definitely nice for us to learn a bit more of the history. Seeing some beautiful sights from up atop the monument in Denpasar was really quite cool. Yeah, the accommodation there was really cheap as well.
Yeah.
The traffic was pretty bad.
Yeah, it was hectic.
Just like any other big city, really, I guess. We just caught grabs everywhere while we were there, and it worked out pretty well for us. Yeah, it's definitely got a lot to offer. I mean, we weren't there, Sarah said, for a day. A full day of exploring, just grabbing it to different museums and walking different parts of the city. There's a whole heap more to see, but we found that for a day, just getting out, checking out some pretty major places in Denpasar was quite a nice day as well. So if you're traveling to Bali, we completely understand there's other places you can go, you know, beautiful beaches and whatnot to see, but Denpasar definitely does have something to offer and something different. They're the places we stayed in Bali, the locations, the cities, and that's what we thought of them.
Yeah, we only had 2 weeks in Bali, so it's definitely somewhere we want to go back, just so that we can kind of hit some of the places that we missed when we were there last.
And also enjoy some of the places we enjoyed a bit longer, like Ubud and maybe Uluwatu, and maybe with a scooter as well.
Yeah, for sure.
There's always more things to see and more things to do, but from the time we were there, each place we were there for about 3 or 4 days, except for Denpasar. So we got a bit of an idea, but definitely we're no experts on those areas. But that's just our impressions, how we felt when we were there. So you got a couple of different opinions on it. So hopefully it gives you some information that you can use on your adventure to Bali. Yeah. If you think that we've covered anything wrong, we've said something silly, just leave us a comment in the comment section or email us frankandsarah@gmail.com. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. We appreciate it a lot. We're nearly at that 500 subscribers, so halfway to monetization, which is pretty exciting for us. So thanks everyone for your support. We do really appreciate it, and we really appreciate feedback as well, guys. So anything you want to say, comments coming. Leave them down in the comment section. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you sometime.